Oh, we have a game. Uh-oh. Huh. Uh-oh. Right, so we spun into 1,300 Wood Elves. This will be an uh-oh because that means they'll have bludgeon, strip ball, and we've only just got block. We haven't learnt sure hand yet. So who have we spun into? What have they got?
Ardvac, fear not, old boy. It's the bot seems to be only semi-working.
There's the obligatory strip ball.
So that's why Andy's tried restarting it. It didn't work.
I don't know what's going on with it. This is a terrible matchup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dodge players. 3. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is going to be really hard, isn't it?
Yeah, this is going to be really difficult.
I mean, just give the ball to a war dancer and go, can't get this.
Luckily, we've got a wizard. Thank God for all the tackle you picked over Mighty Blow Claw. Well, absolutely. Roll pals. Yes. Oni, hello. How's the podcast going? Tell me you've done some more.
Hi, Oni.
Set your players in a fence before kicking off.
It is time to punch Elf Poopy. You're absolutely right. It's exactly that time. Slightly Gone says to come to Wizard.
Yes.
Yes.
Next question. We scummed it because otherwise we haven't got any hope.
Otherwise, you is going to lose. Wood Elves at this sort of TV are entirely functional and useful and handy, and the Chaos just don't have the tools to deal with them.
Ooh, this is not a good matchup.
I mean, you're unlikely to have dead players and stuff unless the tree gets lucky, but you're not going to be able to get the ball off them or stop them getting the ball off you easily. Coffee Monster says, do you think the tree is nervous? Yeah, it might be. Shaking like a leaf. Hancock, that's brilliant.
Andre!
Proceed me into illegal.
Hang on. Can we have a proper welcome for Andre, please, by the way? Because, in fact, many of you actually know Andre, not by necessarily his Twitch, but by something else. On our YouTube channel, Andre is the chap that is doing all the intros. So, you know that the bit where it goes over and it has the book and it folds over and it da-da-dum music? That's him. And I think it's fantastic. So, Andre, I am absolutely, and by the way, he likes coffee, so if anyone ever sees him, buy him a coffee.
I just bought some Lavazza espresso this afternoon. A bit late for a coffee, but Andre, the YouTube intros with the turning pages thing has had a lot of complimentary remarks, which a lot of YouTube intros people don't really notice, but it's that good. It's attracted people saying, I particularly like the intro. Poopy says, fear not, Andy, the tree's bark is worse than its bite.
Oh, God, he's got lots of bark, though, hasn't he?
Poopy.
Andre, I hope that is sufficiently... and the last thing I'm going to say about Andre, other than he's
best part of the guide.
is the best part of the guide. What? No, it is good, but it's not the best bit. Is that what was I going to say? Oh, he streams on YouTube, Twitch. He streams on Twitch, and if we're feeling particularly excitingly lucky, he might drop a link to his own channel. Drop a link to your channel, Andre. Drop a link to your channel.
Oh, Kilt Warrior. The tree puns are flowing thick and fast.
No, do it. I'm going to bloody do it if you don't do it. And I'm playing a game of Blood Bowl. This stream is in Spanish. Well, compañero.
Hola, compañero.
Right? Yes, got the right language, compañero.
Buenas noches. They might be if they're Spanish learning like me.
I'm learning Spanish. Mean to, but I am actually learning it.
Compañero. I thought it was compañeri.
Tony, you're Spanish, aren't you?
No, I always say hola compañero to Yakiste. Oh, it's with an O. Oh, sorry. Hola compañero. What's Spanish for fucking dice?
I know, just don't do it.
Dos cerveza, por favor.
Never fuck the duck.
Hola, Marvin. Come and say hello to Andre. There's Marvin with his capital M on the forehead. Hello, darling. You sit there. Shh, there. No, you don't want to. You sure? Come on. Come on.
Right, so because we got a wizard, I'm going to go and put some pressure on.
There, now you see, you do want to sit there, don't you? Try sitting the other way up, because otherwise it'll be weird and you'll fall off.
You're upside down.
Well, he hasn't thought it through, he's only little. There you go. There you go. You see? Like that.
Not a lot, but you like that.
How's the Chaos team going? Pretty good so far. Yeah, going okay. No major deaths. We've got a Strength 5 warrior. The 2 killers are on their path to glory. So yeah, early days still. But so far so good.
Yeah.
Just it.
Oh, I want to look at this. Right. And get some players forward. Not many.
I'm trying to search Cabal Vision for this game whilst wrangling a Marvin.
Oh,
There we go.
there as well. Right, so that gives me a little base of operations to work from in the middle. Same time now, so a little bit of pressure. And more here.
Oh, Blackburn.
There we go. Right, so a little bit of pressure on some players without going crazy and being pressure up here because we've got the wizard, so that can't stay there. You should have to compress here now, I think. You've got an Edge 5 goat.
The tree puns, just leave it alone, eh?
What?
We're doing tree puns, Andy.
Oh, right, why?
Mortis says his roots are in Blood Bowl, though. It's where he grew up. Why are we doing tree puns? I don't know. Just because there's a tree, I suppose.
What I like about that is when you do...
tree puns?
No, when you do plant-based extracts, you know, like I'm veggie, so I couldn't do a tree pun.
You're not veggie, what do you mean? Chicken, tuna.
Oh no, I support the concept.
Bacon.
I mean, I'm not veggie, but I support the concept.
Which bit? The it's better for you, or the want to be nice to moo cows and oink oinks and bars?
Oh no, none of that. We will be on 3 puns. Well, yeah, 3 puns. I'd have loved you vaguely past the edgy, but yeah. I understand vegetarianism.
Yeah, some vegetarian food's alright. I mean, I had chana masala for last night. I did have chicken tikka with it, but in and of itself, it was a chana masala. Taka dal's good, yeah. Quite like carrots. Yeah, carrots are good eating.
They're not, though.
I like carrots.
Oh. Actually.
I think you're thinking of cake, Andy. Carrots aren't bad for you.
Oh, yeah, it's the carrot cake. Yeah. I knew there was a problem. Carrot cake? Carrot cake?
Daft question. How much carrot is in carrot cake? Because it doesn't really taste of carrot, does it? It tastes of cake.
Not much. I feel like how much beer's in shandy?
Half of a shandy is beer.
Oh, it's not.
Well, unless you're... I mean, yeah, sure, it's half a bitter with topped up with lemonade, surely.
I think so.
I mean, I'm no expert
All right, then.
on
Seriously?
shandy, but surely shandy's 50-50 lemonade and lager or beer, surely.
I think so. Worse than that.
Yeah, distorter's half and half.
Oh.
I think Andy's more capful of beer in his lemonade. Is that what you're tilting at?
I think there's not a lot in it, if I'm honest.
It's half.
Alright.
They don't sell beer in less than half, so... Of course it's half. Why are we talking about this? This is a terrible topic. Let's talk about what I'm going to have for tea.
Good-o. Right, 2 dice here. Oh, shit. Yeah.
I could go mad on one of those Five Guys things, couldn't I?
Go on. What, 5 guys?
Kebab's not a terrible shout.
Bad for you, though.
What, kebab?
Yeah.
Chicken shish? Nah, it's fine.
Oh, I should put,
Still makes me smile when people talk about kebabs being good for you. My mate Steve, who's annoyingly a vegetarian, not for any reason other than just to be annoying about it. After we'd come out of a club and it was like, oh, let's go for a kebab. And it's like, don't forget I'm vegetarian. So I said the bloke in the kebab shop, and a vegetarian kebab, please, mate. He went, you what? I said, I'll just give him a pita bread with some lettuce in it. He went, you sure? Yeah. Here you go, Steve. Here's your vegetarian kebab. Thanks, lads. What the fuck? Vegetarian kebab.
Smugness is the best reason for a lifestyle choice. Isn't it? I mean, Grendel, I smugly don't go to the gym every day and I remind myself how much I am better for it. Gym. You take it to the same price? I don't know.
Honest, I can't remember fiction because we'd been out drinking all night, and so they just tell you the price and you hand over the 20 and whatever change you don't know, do you? It's like, what's the taxi cost on the way home? God knows.
Taxi on the way home is one of those predetermined costs that it just costs whatever it costs.
Well, Shandy's Etox, normally something that teenagers drink, given by their parents, so they feel included, but they're not having a full-on, pint. Or if it's a super hot day and you're really, really, really thirsty, you might think about having a shandy because they're quite refreshing.
What?
But it's not really something that you drink a lot of once you're grown up. It used to be, if you were driving, you'd maybe have a shandy just to kind of, join in. You're having a drink, but it's only half a pint.
No. Hang on. Right, chat. Hands up. Who likes shandy here? Right?
Well, I don't not like it, but I'd rather have beer.
No. Hands up. No. Right,
rather have the beer.
One.
Fiction. A shandy is either half a pint of lager or half a pint of beer, topped up to a full pint with lemonade. Think so. 7-Up and Budweiser mixed. There you go. That's a shandy.
It's bloody nice as well. This is brave.
I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, it tastes mostly of beer, and it's just a bit sweeter. But I mean, why would you just have a pint of beer? Ah, Striker says that's a Radler of the German version. Well, surely in Germany you'd be taken out and shot for mixing lemonade in with your beer, wouldn't you? And Germans take beer very seriously, and rightly so. What's excellent, Scurro? Hang on, scrolling up. I didn't catch which bit you're referring to. Oh right, okay. What, shandies? It's all right. I mean, if you're super thirsty, I mean, honestly, I'd rather, if I'm super thirsty, have a cider. But you know, it's all right. Half a Coke and half a Fanta. That is unusual. I've never heard the term Radler before. You learn something new every day. Thanks, chaps. Vielen Dank, meine Freunden. Is it meine Freunden or plural?
I don't know, Zunk.
Meinem or meine? Meine. Ausgezeichnet. Meine Freude. Stimmt. Guten Abend, meine kleine Kätzchen.
Oh, God. The armor 9
Rogue
thing?
No.
The 7 thing, totally fine.
You're getting beaten up by an elf. That's embarrassing.
I've lost 2.
Where are you going? It's a big yawn.
I mean, this was a terrible matchup, so I'm not surprised this is going wrong.
Well, I'm right in thinking Radler is lemonade and beer, right? It's just shandy in Germany, right? Has anybody had the Five Guys options where it's not in a bun? Like, if it's in a bowl or a wrap, is that basically the entire contents of what would be in the bun, except in a wrap? And does it work? Because last time I had it in a bun, and it did all kind of fall out. You couldn't have picked it up and happily eaten it. So I need advice here on the Five Guys menu.
Can I wizard this?
What's Panache Legion?
Get safe after.
I'm reporting favourably back on Five Guys Skuro. Tried it for the first time a couple of weeks ago. Expensive but good. I would say just about worth it.
Talking about the game for a minute, I've had to think this
Sorry, Andy, it's uptime over 5 hours now, so my focus on Blood Bowl has wandered. I do apologise for that lapse. It's unprofessional of me, and it's frankly against the terms of the contract. So, how's the game going?
Well, it was going all right, and then stopped.
Those bigger elves beat up your little warriors, and it was all a bit ruined.
Right.
I mean, that's just freak bad luck, isn't it? Oh.
With only one reroll, I can afford to go crazy here. Really just got off that catcher.
Legion, all becomes clear. Alles klar. Warum würde man das trinken?
Come on.
Zetok says you get 2 months in prison for mixing beer with anything in Denmark. Well, partly isn't that just because of the cost? You're not going to waste a £15 pint of beer by mixing stuff in it, right?
Go on! Actually, properly nailed
Bing.
it.
You're right, you're kind of right, Mortis, though Andy likes it when I talk about the Blood Bowl, don't you, Pet?
I do, yeah.
He does, and I want to make Andy happy.
Well, see, my reasoning for this is that whenever we stream anything other than Blood Bowl, the audience viewership wanders off considerably. So, if...
I don't know, I think Marvin's holding the crowd quite nicely, pushing 200. Well done, kitten.
If we were a variety streamer, then we would be able to hold on to the audience.
God, Mutis and Zetek are having a Scandinavian handbags. Lads, calm down. Remember back when you were Vikings and it was us against everybody else? I haven't been to Denmark, but I have been to Sweden and it was very nice. Although,
Denmark's really
when...
low.
Ah?
Denmark's really low.
Holland's quite low. But the thing that put me off is going for a pint in the hotel bar when it's got finance available. You know you're in for a bit of a fleecing. It is no joke buying a round of drinks in Sweden.
Yeah, I bought a round of more.
No, Mortis is Swedish, mate.
Still paying for it.
I've been to Holland quite a lot. I really like Holland. I imagine Denmark and Holland are sort of, you know, cuisine is ballpark, is it? Because they are quite close together and all of that sort of thing. It's on fire. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the show.
Being Elves. There we go.
Carlsberg, probably the best lager in the world.
Got hello Elves there. Right, we need to not let him knob around anymore. So knobbery will now cease. Fine. I'm going to try and play like a next level strategy.
The monkey says it's funny watching a British stag do come into a bar straight off the plane and order 16 pints in Stockholm, and then go home broke after half an hour. I think beer in Scandinavia is famously expensive. That most people in the UK, unless they're a bit dumb, get that. You know that it's very taxed, isn't it? But then, you know, when I think Norway's probably the most extreme example, that taxes are through the roof, but the amount of stuff that the government and state do for the citizenry is commensurately enormous.
Yeah.
I think when I was buying drinks in Sweden, and this was 2016, I think it was something like £14 a pint. something like, but it was in a hotel bar, so that's probably not the best value in the world, and that was in Stockholm. Have you ever been to Iceland? No, I haven't. I've got friends who've been. Iceland, huge tourist industry, haven't they?
Right, I am very conscious of this, by the way. I'm also conscious of this. And watch, this is something I don't know if he's watching the stream, so I'm specifically not going into a lot of detail here. New region here. Sinsin, whereabouts in Norway are you from?
I remember when we used to first go out drinking that beer was like 75p a pint and Stella was 90p a pint because that was expensive.
I remember
a pint is 50 centilitres. A pint's like 2/3 of a litre.
I remember pound a pint.
Yeah, pinkish. Yeah, about that.
Where did he say he was from? West Coast.
I don't.
Hang on. Whoa. Just, you're from Bergen. Have I met you? Do you know me? Because I kid you not, I have been to Bergen twice and turned up to tournaments twice and know Straumy, who's called Lona, and stay at his house.
I know Straumy, don't I?
Yeah. And you are aware there's an active tabletop league in Bergen, right? Just what? Andy has a statue in Bergen. I do actually, yeah, that's true.
It's of someone else, but still counts.
Yep. I'm gonna blow Sinsin's mind now. Or Sinsin's like,
whoa,
yeah.
Steady.
Oh, no, only his mind. It's fine.
Good boy.
Only BB2. Sorry, mate. No worries. Just let you know.
Me too, Sinsin. Me too.
There is a vibrant hub of activity in your neck of the woods. Just saying. Right. No more knobbery will commence, I think.
Bloody hell, Rooney, that is eye-wateringly expensive. So what do people in Zurich eat then? Do they all earn lots?
Granite.
It's not really nutritious granite though.
All they can afford.
See, now this is what is expected of streaming, Kitten, that you just sit there, quietly still, occasionally yawn, so there you go, well done. So people go, oh, Kitten, but definitely don't attack microphone, don't chew cable, there you go, oh, that's better. Oh, the pound's knackered though, isn't it? I mean, it has been for ages. Is Brexit going to happen? Or was that coronavirus all just made that go away? We're still supposed to be doing that? I can't remember.
No, they cancelled it.
We just said, forget it.
Yeah, bollocks to it.
Stupid idea, Brexit. It's a little big trick. By the end of the year, is it, T? Oh, gosh. You'll be all going, what independence next, won't you? Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't give it to the Welsh. Why would we give it to the English? The others. Hello, Turkey. How are we doing?
Hey, dude. How's it going, man?
Those nationalists have never stopped with it. I know. It's like...
Well, as long as they don't win the vote, it's all fine, you know.
Yeah, but if they keep having the vote, one day they will. That's the problem. They just will. One day it'll be like, oh, we won it this time. Ha ha ha! Right, that doesn't help anyone.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, hang on. No, I did hear that there was some minor discussion about that. But the only two things that dominate the news, as far as I can see, the Newcastle United takeover and COVID-19.
True story.
Ah, Mortis, good news. We know where the best models in the world are made, and they're in Italy. You want to check out, have you got a pen? Grebo Games.
Just look down there.
Buy your stuff, Grebo Games.
Just down there.
Buy your stuff from there. Multibello.
Right.
He's a very sleepy kitty, Hagrim. He wasn't sleepy earlier. He's been very annoying. Being a bad kitten, weren't you? But you're being a good kitten now.
Amazing.
So you're onto your second meal of the stream.
We've been at it 5 hours. What do you expect?
What have you got now? The other pizza that Ava made. What have we got? Thank you, Zetok. It's not a terrible look, is it?
Just a couple of casual biscuits and a cup of coffee. And judging by how she's made the coffee, it's my favourite way of making coffee.
What, microwaved?
God, no, I'm not a heathen.
Ow!
It's coffee, Jim, but not as we know it.
Don't bite me. Are you waking up? That's bad news.
Did it just growl then?
No, he's purring. No.
No.
He's got quite a long reach now.
No. I could say that. Right.
Don't attack the mic. Leave it, Marvin. No.
Just leave it alone, right? Zen, not interested.
Just leave it. It's not worth it. Walk away. Walk away.
Right, so we're going to need to flood through that gap. The plan here is to nail that, flood, and be there.
That's Marvin's attitude towards the mic. My plan is nail that. Marvin, really? Leave it alone. No.
That's where I can be the back of the cage. Okay.
What are you doing? No.
That kitten has been absurdly cute. Oh, just what he needed. Another reroll to go with his rerolls.
Yep, the Kraken awakes.
Oh, excellent. Touchback. Touchback!
No. Leave it. No, you can't have it. You can't have it.
I should have taken a push there. Yeah, I should have taken a push there.
It's your choice. Get petted, get put on the floor if you're going to go for the mic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 square of movement.
Alright then.
If I'm stood there, imagine I'm stood there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit, so I need to stand there?
Right, Marvin. You know what this is, don't you? You don't like... Yeah. There you go. Didn't even have to squirt it, just hold it. Yes. Don't actually squirt the kitten with that stuff, by the way. Really doesn't like that. which is good. I mean, that's the idea. Actually, I told you about being on the mobile phone to IT to try and at work to try and get Skype working because I couldn't get the headset didn't work. And then that same morning I leaned backwards and the cable just dropped loose because Marvin had chewed through it. So it turns out that Skype's working fine. It's just the cable is no longer connected to the PC. Right, there we go. It's because the mic was out of Marvin range temporarily. We are back to normal. Right, Phil says, Italian for tea, Benito's, tostina and some HP sauce. Muy bello. Ciao Marvin. ¿Qué pasa? Bored? Yes? No? What are you doing? No, this side is out of bounds. Okay, you can sit there, that's fine. He's a good boy. I'm going to electrocute myself. As long as the cable plastic integrity is alright, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. The other cat's never that bothered about cables, though. I'm sure it's a kitten thing. I just can't remember. Must be that.
Oh, yeah.
So, how is it going? Are you going to turn this around?
Unlikely.
Draw?
Well, draw's a good result considering how bad the team matchup is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd hope for a draw. So, what's the casualty box looking like? Oh, you're okay again now.
Yeah, the whole problem we've got with this turn, this is 2 turns to score chaos is just not quite enough. I was hoping to use the wizard on turn 7 for us to see what we could do. But yeah,
well, also you're still in the what's the word I'm thinking of? You're still in the part of chaos development that not everybody's got blocked, and so you're hammering through reels, just throwing blocks.
Yep.
Still have the wizard, check.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
no, I wasn't saying check that you do. It was check as in tick. You know.
Oh right, yeah.
Confirmed.
Hooray!
I wasn't delegating the activity, if you see what I mean. Did you see what I mean?
Oh right, checking.
I wouldn't like you to think I was ordering you to
check. You still have a wizard. God damn you! Like that. Jim, still got a wizard. That was the 1 for the turn. It was just the 1 dice.
Ah!
Hooray!
Hey! Hang on, strip ball. No, that's to the 1. Hey!
Yeah, be okay. I mean, I don't think it will be. Right, try and throw, I think, another 1 dice, I think. And what is going on here is, providing he doesn't knock me over, and this is a proviso, we do have a lot of chain pushes to work with. Oh well. Who's actually bringing get you there?
Welcome back, NJ.
Thoughtless handoff to make, no matter what. Go there, we can pop that free. Catch the ball. Not there. It's there, that's only three. Got this fast going, yeah. Push, follow, play.
This is all frightfully clever. I'm just not sure it's going to work. But better a fool's hope than no hope at all. Exactly, Jeremy. I mean, I think that's the plan. Yeah, you absolutely nailed that, mate.
Oh, I don't think this is going to work. I think I need too many dice to make this. But you don't try.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's the quarterback, one of the Warriors, I guess. All right. Okay. Tell you what, daring to dream. 3 seconds. So close.
And it was just a casual handoff. We were in.
Good try. Very good try. It was very complicated what you were doing there. That really is some sort of, top level technical shit there. Well done.
I'd like to a little bit. I would have liked longer, but yeah.
I'd have just run in the end zone and long bombed it to him.
It didn't work.
No, but it's nice you've got that in the locker. It makes people go, wow, that was really clever. Well done. See, it's not all just talking about kittens and aircraft carriers. There's some Blood Bowl here too as well. Mind you.
Maybe there was a better way than it. I don't know. It was a bit tired.
Yeah. Made my head hurt, that did, didn't it?
A bit tired. We've been doing that this 5.5 hours.
Is Mrs. Scoop still with you, Poopy? Did she have a lot of fun with it? There was a lot of Marvin time just there. That was about as good as he gets, I think. How much do we have in the carrier fund? Oh, we paid for it, Legion. It's on PCP. I mean, the payments are absolutely staggering. But we put down a $500 deposit, and the other 6 trillion we just financed. I'm exaggerating. I think it was something like 6 billion. But it's over 30 years, because it'll still be worth a bit in 30 years' time. Oh, you've got those as well, NJ. Good, aren't they? Don't really use the emotes as much as we could.
Yeah, that's a you thing, by the way.
What, I've got to use the emotes more?
Yep.
I suppose.
Because if you use them, they'll use them.
It's oh, what do you call it? I think it's a Ronald Reagan class aircraft carrier that Ronin knows all about this sort of stuff. Mrs. Gadice liked Marvin as well. Thank you, Gadice, and Mrs. Gadice. He is quite a winning little thing. I mean, I've had. He's my 6th cat, and I've had 2 pairs of kittens, and you know, sure they were kind of cute. But Marvin is a bit extra sweet. I don't know what. I think his facial markings are quite endearing, and he's quite a fun little soul. I think also because he's a solo kitten, he plays with me a lot because he doesn't have another kitten to play with.
Get another one.
No, I don't want another one because they compete when they get up. Once they grow up.
They say that. Why don't you get them a dog? Get a dog. Get like a small little yap dog.
I don't want a yap dog.
Because they don't have to take them for a walk because they're so small that literally walking from the lounge to the kitchen is like you walking to your work. Maybe not quite like that, but you know what I mean. It's that.
Some sort of microscopic dog that you can only see with under a massive lens.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Where's the dog? Oh, I've accidentally inhaled it. Hang on. There it is.
Yeah, basically one of those.
Yeah, I'm with Pinkish. If I was getting a dog, I'd want a big dog. I can carry it in my handbag. No, I don't want a little dog. Not big dogs.
Get a small one.
I don't think there's any point. I've got a cat.
Fair enough.
Yeah, not in that way though, Pinkish. Mate of mine's got. Well, he's had several, but he's currently got Rottweiler, which they're great. Something that's big enough to have some wit about it, you know. German Shepherds, Rottweilers, that sort of thing. Labrador. Something that you can talk to and it's got a vague comprehension of what the hell you're talking about.
Get one of them fluffy ones.
No. It won't be long until Megatron will wear headphones and then Uncle Zunk can say, "Would you like a pony?" Oh, yes! Great, I'll have a word with Daddy and he'll get you one. So I've always got that to hold over you, Andy.
No.
Why not?
I won't want a pony.
Yeah. But when Megatron rings, and Didorino will help out here, I'm sure, that would just plant the idea in her head that it'd be really great if she had a pony.
What am I doing?
Well, when my mate Paul first got, well, the last 2 Rottweilers, one of them sadly died, but Barney the Rottweiler, who's now 9, which is a grand old age for Rottweiler, when he first got him and he was a young dog, he wasn't a pup, but he wasn't fully grown. He comes bounding across and he's all licky and waggy taily and all that sort of stuff. And so I said, is he all right to pet the dog, Paul? Is he all right with that? He said, yeah, he'll be fine, just don't look him in the eye. I was like, what? Why? Legion says, do I have Duolingo? No, I've got a C-class, mate.
My trees never stand up.
Well, but Barney the Rottweiler, when they seem to remember you for a very long time, so even if it's a year apart, upon greeting you, put his front paws on your shoulders and basically just pin you against a wall just to greet you. It's, hi, Barney.
Lions are like that. That's genuinely true. Like, I'm not messing around. Lions are like that.
Yeah, but unless you're a nutter rap star or something, there's not many people have pet lions. Unless you're like, I don't know, Joe Exotic or something.
Oh, I'm not advocating you go and fetch yourself a pet lion. I'm saying that lions are like that. Yeah, zookeeper. Thank you, Scarab. Lions, a bit like dogs, but better.
Aren't zoos frowned upon these days as they're like circuses that people go, oh, it's not nice to cage animals. They're wild beasts with freedom in their hearts, you know. Much would rather have a lion over a dog. You should think about getting a kitten. They're basically the same, but much smaller. Well, the neighbours come round. Your bloody lion's been roaring again. It's like,
Bob, come over here and lick them.
Yeah, and so you're resting your elbow on the lion. You go, yeah, and off you go. Nothing. It's fine.
Lion.
Here, I brought it half a deer.
Lion.
Scarab would quite like a bear or a honey badger. Yeah, I know what you mean, Gunnar. I only been to a zoo once. And it was weirdly, it was in Italy, and it was I saw tigers and was impressed with. Gosh, I didn't realise they were quite as big as that. Because I think I'd got in my head that tigers were sort of, you know, they come up chest height. No, tigers way bigger than that. Enormous.
What do you think could win, tiger or a lion?
Tiger, the bigger.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Really? I thought a lion was bigger.
Ah, tiger's been the lion.
Oh. Is that real?
Yeah. What, tigers? Yeah.
Oh.
Especially if you took one of them Siberian jobs, you know. Well, would a bear kill a tiger? I don't know. When we last had this, by the way, Animal Mixed Martial Arts, which was quite a popular section of the show, some of you may have caught it, we actually decided upon the creature that would win Animal Mixed Martial Arts was the hippo.
Hippos are actually lethal.
Well, yeah, that's why they'd win Animal Mixed Martial Arts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there was a couple of bright sparks suggested great white shark, but as it was, the competition was like, you know, in the octagon, which was on land, the shark didn't really do much. Quite frankly, let itself down. It was a bit disappointing, the shark.
Hero.
That's quite right, Pinkish. That's very interesting. Well, it's thick-skinned, sure, but then you've also got the situation with the massive jaws and the huge, great teeth and all that sort of stuff.
Oops, sorry, Ref.
Get it? Oh.
Dried.
Well, BTY, that is exactly what was happening. The shark was the fish out of water.
Hippo probably loses on land. No, hippos, honestly, they sit on you and you're just dead. They're about 2 tons.
More than that, mate.
3 tons.
I don't know. How heavy's a hippo?
I'd say 3 tons. 2 tons. I said 2 tons. I'm saying 2 tons. I'd go for an elephant. No, because they can't jump.
No, we didn't really think about elephant, did we? I mean, elephant's a lot bigger than a hippo, isn't it? No, it is about 2 tons, apparently.
Oh, hang on a second.
Still, 2 tons is a lot. That's the size of a fairly large car. You know, S-Class Merc A8 7 Series, they're 2 tons, right?
Space Kidder, how do you know they're a lot immune to small arms fire?
Because you shot one, didn't work. Borneo Ninja Slug, Wormthrax, that's That's fascinating. Do you think that Borneo ninja slug would take down the elephant or hippo? Could an elephant sort out a hippo?
What do we classify small?
I don't know.
Lesson in football the hard way. Erendal, what did you learn? What of a hippo's weight is in its skin? Oh my god.
Hunworth, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show. Please say something so we know you're not a bot. So you really want a 50 cal if you want to be safe from a hippo, do you? Because I mean those things are proper serious, aren't they? No 50 caliber machine.
What was there was a Geordie that got eaten by a hippo or something. Had sex with it or something recently, wasn't it?
No, Andy. That was the Geordie on honeymoon who got bummed by a zebra, and that wasn't real. That was out of Viz. That's what you're thinking about.
It's a fake bum.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Not that I'm bothered.
Inbox full was camping at a lake in Kenya once. Was it intense? Oh dear. Hippos were walking between the tents at night. That was very, very terrifying. I can't imagine. Did you even bother going to sleep, or did you just sort of sit there going, "Is that a hippo?" Shit. It was real, says Poopy. It was fine. It was real. Sorry about the background noise. Marvin, calm down. What are you doing?
I rolled a pound for the first time. Yeah,
Not be about.
Doing it. I rolled one.
No, one of them was big, sort of mounting it on top of a Humvee, sort of 50 cal machine gun things. I mean, they're really lots of them, surely.
Yeah. They're terrifying. They are.
Yeah, animals. They're all a bit scary. Right, so stick to kittens and small dogs then. What animal is Zafira 1.6 LX? A big tiger. Funnily enough, I was following a Zafira 1.6. It was 54 plate in brown, dark brown. It was a beast.
Erendar says, I was on one-day tournament today with Orcs. Never played before.
Ernadar, it's an emotional game, Blood Bowl. You can't be blamed for being passionate. Just give him a kiss and buy him a shandy, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Poopy, that's a cheap shot, and may prove to be your undoing when Newcastle become the richest club on the planet. Maybe. I'll remember that.
That fucking tree stood up again.
Who's your football team anyway, Poopy? Is it Bath FC or something?
No, he likes Liverpool.
That's miles away from Bath.
Yeah. You're miles away from Newcastle.
Yeah, but I lived there and from there.
Well, have you heard Poopy Scoopy talk? He's got a very Liverpoolian accent.
I suppose.
I mean, I thought maybe he was an Evertonian like Hancock, but apparently he's not. Apparently he's not. Nope.
Marvin came to say hi by taking a running jump at my leg.
Hancock is my twin. Say it ain't
Come on
so.
then. You come.
Oh.
Come on. Come on.
Oh no, there was a game where I was playing Norse not that long ago, and I was like, this is completely and utterly done. And just over the course of about 2 or 3 turns, it turned out to not be completely done. And we got away with it. It just happens from time to time. We need to push forward a bit more.
0.3%. Anadar, that would work 100% of the time. You've just got to believe. Well done. Proud of you. Green power, brother. I'm English, Mortis. I know very little about guns. Just what you see in films and that. For what it's worth, my advice, Ernadar, is don't be too invested in whether you win or not. So I go into Blood Bowl being pleased if I win, but sanguine about losing. So it takes the pressure off you.
Oh my god, that bloody tree!
What are you doing there?
I keep punching it. I think it's the 4th time I've knocked it over. It's like, yeah.
Cat's climbed up underneath the rug thing. You're coming up here. What are you doing? What mode are you in? Are you in settle down and? No, you're in thunderabout mode. Okay.
TBH. Oh, to be honest, my bros were fine. Yeah.
Ava, manage your expectations. She's lived a life. Chubstep's got a question about the state of the game. Are you planning on winning this? No.
Sure.
Planning on hopefully not losing.
Yeah. I don't have.
See, I was paying attention.
I don't have a viable plan to get the ball back. So, because I don't have a viable plan to get the ball back,
stop it!
We're going to play the draw out.
Sorry about that.
Which is a shame because I normally play in TCL to win games, but I don't. It's the worst possible matchup. Heavy dodge team. When I've barely got any block.
You got any tackle?
Well, I've barely got any block, and I hear people go, "You haven't taken any block." Yeah, I could have taken block only chaos, and they'd be useless against everything else. So, just that's what this matchup is. Fine.
He is gonna. Yep. Pinky says, what's the difference between OCC and CCL? OCC is a perpetual league set in divisions. We play, I think it's 9 games a season, and then season rolls over and you move up or down a division, etc., and it goes on indefinitely. Whereas Champ Ladder is a 7-week competition that the top teams qualify for a knockout finals format. Or was it an elaborate joke and I just totally missed it? Was it a genuine question? Because I answered it as if you meant it that way. I'm tired now. I don't look silly. Come on, kitten. I prefer leagues myself. I like the long-term longevity of a team. But for streaming, you can only play league games when they're pre-scheduled, and therefore having, 5-6 hour streams back to back with league games is not easy to do.
Yeah,
Champ Ladder has got the enormous benefit of being Blood Bowl on tap. It might have been a joke that I just missed, Phantom. I was 70% that it was genuine. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. You don't know what it's like streaming sometimes, though not for a long time in this show. But when we first started, you would get people coming the stream with the idea of trying to make the streamer look a bit of an idiot. You know, can you imagine? But they're both banned now, so. What are you doing?
No, we don't need to comment on anymore, do we? We've said our bit. Done.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yep. Get off.
Need to add anything else?
Yeah, I like the leagues, but I think for streaming you need Champ Ladder. I mean, Champ Ladder is also a thing, you know.
I like both. Both is best, if I'm honest. My little personal preference. I have a preference for both. I really like the longevity of the team. So you've got a team that you've been playing, like the Orcs. We've been playing the Orcs at least a year. And you can go back on YouTube and you can see them all, and they're like little baby Orcs that were only like yay big, and then they're bigger and fatter and larger, and they've won OCC twice back to back, which is amazing.
I thought you took my Orcs then. I thought, see them on YouTube.
Well.
CCL is your opponent selected randomly. There is a calculation that it tries to match teams fairly, and this is a massive can of worms that I'm not going to really go into, but it tries to match teams up on a mixture of team value and win rate. A very simplified explanation of it. So you're not going to get 800 halflings rock into 2300 Nurgle. Preferably not Phantom. Preferably not. In fact, we had a love-in with like 10 streamers and some bloke from Cyanide who I can't remember what he was called to discuss the state of Blood Bowl 2, and that was probably top of the agenda. Exactly that point. And folks got very emotive about it, and it was all, you know, hey, calm down, we're all just trying to have a laugh.
Alright, you are now in scoring range.
Chub Ladder is Chubstep playing CCL without a top on. Now that I'd pay $1 to see. That was the wrong quote, wasn't it? It was, I'd buy that for $1. Was that in RoboCop? I think it was.
Have you watched it?
It was RoboCop. Wonderful. Many stupid things that you remember.
I never saw it.
You've seen RoboCop, right? What was the last thing Andy's watched? I don't know. What was the last film you watched, Andy?
Not sure actually. They Star Wars, but I don't think it was.
Chubbers has got another question. Shoot.
Be all right here. We should score with relative ease.
Got one. Is Wizard just for show? Don't forget, Chubstep, that a wizard is a bit like a holiday, that half the fun of a holiday is planning it. So to save money, you can plan two and don't bother paying for any of them. So in the same way that half the power of the wizard is the anticipation of it in your opponent's mind. He must play around it, this what if. So the longer you hang on to the wizard, broadly speaking, the more value for money you get out of it in that respect. There is also the right moment to strike. So it's a combination of weighing up, I want to keep it for as long as possible, whilst also deploying it at exactly the right moment to strike.
Andy, you say what lineup you're playing for Blitzpit? Yes, I have sent my roster in.
Fiction, I think you may very well have a point there.
It was 100k really badly spent. I completely agree. But it wasn't badly spent. It was just didn't get any value out of it on this occasion.
That's a pretty good analogy, Scarab. Yeah. Looking back, yeah, I think you're probably right. I'd also say the same of takeaway curry, that the anticipation is probably the best bit. About 3 minutes in, you go, right, I've had enough of that. Often. What are you doing? It's you. What are you doing? I did a big wash today for the first time since I've had Marvin, and turning the washing machine on, wow. It straight away was, what is that? Why did you not show me this before? It was like watching television. He was absolutely transfixed for an hour and a half, just staring at the washing going round and round.
Yeah, that's what whatsoever. That's not true, man.
How long have I had Marvin for? 3 weeks, nearly. But don't forget, I'm working from home, so what I've got is a load of sweatpants, a load of t-shirts, a load of underwear, and I've got about 3 weeks worth of that. Don't forget, I'm old, and I've got a lot of clothes that you don't actually ever throw away. You wear them out, but they're still there. No, working from home, mate. It did actually make me smile, thinking, I'm hardly doing any washing because, don't really get through stuff. Like not wearing any socks because summer. And I never really throw away sort of pants. You just buy more and more and more. So I must have 30 pairs of pants.
Hang on, what? What have I missed in the chat? Because all I saw was Fiction saying, you probably have to donate to that. And then I read his previous statement, which is, as someone who's had quite a lot of sex, I'm like, hang on, what are you donating to cause lots of sex to happen? Fiction? Sorry, son. You were talking about sweatpants, and then Fiction started talking about something completely different. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Pedro. Is this last game of the day? Yes. Coming up to 6 hours now. That's 6 hours is our limit. Much beyond 6 hours, it really goes downhill. Well done for equalising, by the way.
Thanks.
You didn't sound very sincere. Do you want to have another go at that?
Oh, dear, why not? That was worse, wasn't it?
Well done for equalising, by the way.
Oh, man, thanks.
You're welcome. Good to see you sticking in there. You battled out for a result. Is he going to be able to pull off a one-turner? I'm going to go with probably not. He's got to get a lot of pushes to do this. And strength 4 warriors, not easy to shove around. I think you'll be fine. Andy steps in, says Gunnar, I see you're a bit shit at sex. Can I offer you some tips? If you start trying to charge 20 quid for 15 minutes, Gunnar, I'm not sure how that'd go. Exactly, fellas, you can... This stuff writes itself, doesn't it? Marvin, don't do that. There's a good chap. That makes a lot of noise.
I quite enjoy it. I enjoy it, to be honest.
What, Marvin making a lot of noise?
No, the other thing. I want to say it out loud.
Kranish says, for Black Orc with block, is guard better than strength or not? No, strength, then guard.
Yeah. Where is it?
Definitely take strength over.
Is it because if it's CCL, right? in the next 5 or 6 games.
Is it CCL?
There's an argument, right?
All of my questions pertain to perpetual leagues, and CCL is sort of an afterthought.
CCL is there's more to it. I mean, don't get me wrong, a strength 5 block Black Orc will be great. I'm going to have a strength 5 block Chaos Warrior at the end of this game, providing it doesn't die. I
like what Fiction's just said, by the way, and I'd add to that that I think I'm in the competent enough to broadly know what I'm doing, but don't execute that properly, and so I'm relatively philosophical about it if I don't win, and it's fine. Phantom's asking, can you get into why strength would be better on a ladder than a perpetual league? The other way round.
The other way round. Don't be a touchback. Oh, beautiful. Right.
The reason why, Phantom, is that in Champ Ladder, you've only got a 7-week window of opportunity in so many games. So if you go block, then strength, you've then got to get to 31 points before you get guard, and then 51 before you get mighty blow, and Black Orcs level like treacle. So the problem that you'll have is you're stuck with a block strength Black Orc who doesn't have guard. How long will it take you to get there, given that you've not got infinite time, and if you're trying to qualify, any defeat really sets you back. However, in a perpetual league, you've got the luxury of forever to get to where you want to be, and so you can take a long-term view, luxuriant in the knowledge that you will get there in the end.
And there's one other thing, which is in Champ Ladder, you're also matched based on team value. So we've covered this off not that long ago, actually, but for every point of team value, it really needs to add up and be really good, otherwise it costs you. A really, really good example is, imagine 2 human lineman teams, one of which is level all the linemen up with block, one of which is level them all up with, I don't know, sprint.
Strength.
No. Sprint.
Damn it. No, I was predicting Razzlestorm's Skillet. I predicted it was strength.
Which one would you rather play? Well, obviously it's the one with block. They cost exactly the same, and they would be matched into each other in theory all of the time. So that's why.